Gotcha.
Right.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Oh, and of course, we're just starting. Oh no! I mean, oh yeah. Technical difficulties with Lewis, man.
Never.
Yeah, you're.
What
really
did you think that I was? Did you think? Can you hear me? Is that why you're technical difficulties?
You're cutting in and out like bad.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because Evie Mux hates internet, and I think more than that, it hates us.
And I even turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. It keeps doing that. Yeah, what
you?
Get. That's how it sounds.
That's literally what you sound right now. I think you might actually just have too many devices connected to your Wi-Fi, not just your phone.
Yeah, but I assume that just taking one off would help somehow. It looks like it's going up. Is it still cutting off? I heard that. I heard that cutting off.
Not as much as it was a few ago, but I'm sure it'll even itself out as we go. So
I don't want to chance it.
Bear with us, folks.
How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. I got to play a little bit of Donkey Kong
with
Bonanza.
Yourself. Oh, sorry. Can you?
Yeah,
you heard that?
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't cutting off. That wasn't cutting off.
Yeah. No. Shocking. Shocking. It decides to function properly when you're being a smart ass.
Of course. So it is what it is. We are going straight to what we came to talk about, which is we got a couple of things to unpack. We got the Pokemon Presents that aired 10 hours ago, and it was very, very entertaining.
But
also, we want to talk about which characters are we going to see in the Fantastic Four First Steps when it comes out? Because we obviously were waiting for it to come out this week in a couple of days. So, and if you're listening to this, the movie came out. If you're listening on Spotify when it comes out, when this episode comes out, that's a lot of coming out. Whoa. With that being said,
guys, welcome to the Nerd Archive podcast.
The little guy, Bilbo or Pippin, whatever the hell his name is.
Nintendo fans, I see a lot of people getting, just freaky corner.
is it 3 or is it 4? It's 4. Why? Why is it 4? It's set up to jump straight to the 3 people, not the 4 people. With that being said, welcome to the Nerd Archive podcast. My name is Louis. With me, I have Justin, Yadi. We don't have Lola today. She's been battling a awful migraine. She's had since Sunday. Today is Tuesday. I that sucked because I've been there. Also, I want to point out the clip that I have on our intro. You know, they say that the camera adds 10 pounds. How many cameras did I have on me? Because god damn, that was like I was zoomed in, but I wasn't. On that note, I'm officially under 200 pounds.
Woo!
So I haven't been under 200 pounds in what's today? Tuesday, 15 years.
Oi, matchstick man.
Yeah. But with that being said, talking about underwhelming. So the Pokemon Presents that came out this morning. Listen. And for all those that are into all those things, all those people that are into all those things that were announced today, I am so happy you're getting all those. None of that interests us or intrigues us.
No,
not all of it, but
one that kind of semi-interests me, but at the same time, there were things about it that I was just like, why did they choose to go this direction with it? But we'll get to that in a second. I might just save that for last because I've got like a list of things that were on the direct, and the Pokemon Presents. It's not a direct, but it's direct. That wasn't a direct.
Correct. It was directly for those people that like. First of all, new tournaments for the trading card game, or not new tournament, this year's tournament.
Yep,
it's what it is, and they did showcase the card that the champions are going to get. Correct, or is that all the? Because they do a card for the first place, second place, and third place.
Right. Well, there's a special card that everybody that participates is going to get, and then obviously, if you like certain special editions of that like maybe the top 3 will get if you happen to make it that far.
Fun fact, talking about that real quick, that the first ever card that they gave to the first place in one of those tournaments went up for sale last year, and it sold for $1.3 million. That is the highest Pokemon card ever sold, right on top of Charizard first edition holographic 1996. So
technically, yes, it's the highest one that's ever sold, but it's not the most valuable.
Correct. Well, it is somehow because only one person had it. It was one of one. So
true enough.
But at the same time,
somehow
I understand what you're
first
saying.
edition, the first edition base set Charizard is still worth like way more money. And the reason being that is the fact that there's only like 4 that's grade 10 base set Charizards in existence.
Right.
So, and they're like a lot more stringent on their grading than PSA. Because there's a bunch of those that are like grade 10 out there and they're worth a fair bit of money, but just not, actually, no, there's only 3 of them, not 4 still.
That we know
Yeah,
of.
no, that's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's insane. And I mean, I would get into the story about how that third one came to be, but we've talked about that already pretty much. And I don't feel like talking about Logan Paul again anyway. So
yeah, no, I think we're done with that.
Christian.
Yeah.
He's your favorite Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm speaking of Pokemon TCG. They did announce a new expansion that's supposed to be coming in September.
He said
which,
coming.
of course, I'm always coming.
Whoa.
Who is?
Nice.
Asked.
Good for you.
You should have asked. But yeah, no, there's a new expansion getting ready to release September, which is going to be impossible for anybody to find because it's going to get scalped to hell because of assholes that are out there looking to sell it for way more than it's actually worth. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Every article that's talked about it has had their comment section going through just like, watch the scalpers will take all the inventory and then mark it up 2, 3, 4 times. Some of the comments in the video were saying the exact same thing. It's just like, there's no point. There's no point.
It just doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing some videos of some scalpers getting pissed off because they bought all this stock and now they can't get rid of it because people won't buy it from them at their overinflated prices. So, sucks to be you. Tough shit.
Scalpers.
Of course, they all suck. Okay, so there was a surprise launch during the that was a shadow drop during the show. A daily puzzle game called Pokémon Friends.
I saw that.
It's available right now on Switch and mobile. It features hand-stitched visuals. Nerds don't words, good folks. Where players solve light puzzles to collect virtual yarn and craft plush versions of Pokemon. Then you can decorate your virtual room.
Nice. This is what I was looking for.
Yeah, right. Obviously, it's aimed at like fans of like Animal Crossing and Pokemon Cafe or what have you.
Yeah.
So there's that. Oh yeah, no, it was just like, okay, that's a thing. We can. Will I play it when I'm bored? No, it'll never get downloaded on anything that I have. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh yeah. The next bit is a new competitive game called Pokemon Champions.
Saw that. That one's actually intriguing.
Slightly, yes. It's a strategy-focused spin-off coming in 2026 for Switch and mobile, emphasizing team building and skillful battling across formats, singles, doubles, and tournament-style matches. You can use victory points to unlock Pokemon and accessories, and will feature cross-compatibility with Pokemon Home, which I don't really care about because I don't use it. So,
right.
From the trailer, it looks like a mix of Battle Revolution, Showdown, and TCG mechanics. So, it's a fairly competitive game.
It was kind of interesting, I do have to say. I don't know how I feel about it, but it was interesting to say the least.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's like the battles from like Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
this where it's gonna be at, or is it legit like a Switch game?
Well, it's Switch and mobile, so you can pretty
Okay.
much play it anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like that battle style from
Hmm.
the mobile app.
I gotcha. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a good while. I
Yeah,
kind
it's
of,
changed quite a bit since
I would
the
imagine it
beginning.
did.
Yeah. The other day I had it on actually Puerto Rico. I was showing my nephew, and a random what was it like a uh uh what is it, Rock Team or Team Rocket, whatever. It was a random air balloon, and you press on it and you fight with them and whatnot, and you can capture it. They used to have them walking around, but it was an air balloon, so that was cool.
That's weird.
Nice. Well, while we're talking about Pokemon Go, apparently Pokemon Go is going to be wrapping up its 2025 Pokemon Go Fest with a massive max finale at the end of August. Eternatus will be the featured raid boss. Mega evolutions are returning in a big way, including several new mega evolutions introduced globally for the first time, and a timed research quest line that will lead players through Johto-themed tasks to celebrate upcoming tie-ins with Pokemon Legends.
Very nice.
That's very interesting.
Well, that is interesting to me. Like I said, I haven't played the game in a while, so I'm not like I obviously, like we said, it's changed a fair bit, but I just kind of got bored with it after a while. Oh, speaking of bored, Pokemon Sleep expands to
Yeah, I
the
saw that.
legendary dogs. Entei, Raikou, and Suicune will be appearing in September, bringing new sleep styles. And a new area called Amber Canyon is being added in November with exclusive berry types and rare Snorlax dishes. New quality of life features, improved tracking, longer sleep windows, and new animations.
Woohoo!
Yay! All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Because it really isn't a lot of. I don't really care about Pokemon Sleep, and like I have.
What?
I-
I've
my-
never heard of Pokemon Sleep.
It's basically a sleep tracking app that tracks your sleep, essentially. Like, to be honest,
It's
I
just
didn't
gonna
even know
tell
what
me
it
that
was
I'm a
until I saw this
Snorlax?
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's cool, I guess, for the younger kids that want to start doing that. But it's like, I don't really care. My watch tracks my sleep well enough,
right.
so I don't need Pokemon theme. I mean, if they gave me a Legend of Zelda theme or a Metroid theme, sure, I might do something with that. But is what it is.
The thing is, I'm
That's
always going to forget to have the app because I'm assuming you have to have the app open before you go to sleep.
I'm not entirely sure. I would assume if it's a sleep tracking app, I would assume that it runs in the background on your device.
Well, you would assume.
True, but you know what
Hopefully.
they say.
You assume. You're right.
Dude, this is the first time I hear from this. I'm just looking at the app.
I gotcha.
mean,
I gotcha.
If somebody wants to see something different and they want to make it entertaining, I can see the appeal. But
True enough. True
no,
enough.
I've never seen a marketing for this. I missed it completely.
No,
I mean, I've
and
seen.
it's
Huh?
got to be something that they realize that there's a lot of people out there for this, because they wouldn't just randomly one day wake up and said, you know what we need?
Mhm.
No one's ever asked for this, but we are going to do this. So I would assume that there's some people out there that regularly check their sleep pattern.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I mean, it
they
makes.
give you prices more likely, and depends
Yeah.
on
Well,
your
I mean, it makes sense because every company that you can think of, Samsung, Apple, Fitbit, and whoever, does have devices and things like that that can track sleep patterns and what have you. And
Right.
so I think probably just kind of, dip into that market just to take advantage of the popularity, so to
Right.
of sleep trackers. So why not? It makes perfect sense, and it's Pokemon themed, so it's gonna attract
Makes
at
even
least
more
some.
sense.
Yeah, it's gonna attract some Pokemon fans, I would imagine. So
Right.
there you go.
Yeah, I
Yeah, we
don't see it as
actually.
a bad. It's just they never said something to me.
Oh yeah. Well, I've
You
seen
know
a.
my algorithm.
Oh yeah.
What?
No, but that's the thing. Like I've seen it. I've seen it once or twice on Twitter, and like obviously when they first debuted it in the, I would assume like that was a Pokemon Presents last year. I don't even remember exactly when, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
how much I don't care about it. And we actually wound up talking about it for a bit longer than I was expecting.
Yeah. Well, it's because we don't really know. We didn't know it existed. So like Yadi just
Yeah.
found out.
I
I
might
found out
just
when I was
download it.
well. I found out, and very loosely, I'm using that word very loosely. Found out when I saw the video. When I say loosely, it's because I still didn't know what it was until you just explained it.
Yeah.
Because I was
So
like, "What is this?"
you were today years old.
Yeah, I was right now years old.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. So and when I saw it, I'm like, "What is it? Like a Tamagotchi?" And you just help your Pokemon sleep? Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No. Just
pretty much.
it's just a themed sleep tracking app. But yeah. Moving on to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet final events plus a Switch 2 upgrade.
Saw that.
Yep. No new
I
DLC, but they're getting new Terra Raid battles featuring shiny versions of the Treasures of Ruin Pokemon, which were kind of interesting looking Pokemon in their normal forms. And then there's an update in August that's going to include a free upgrade patch for Switch 2 users, improving load times, visual fidelity, and performance. Which is weird though, because the performance has already improved pretty significantly in Switch 1 to Switch 2 now. And so I can only imagine what it's going to be like when this new update comes out next month. And then the final competitive season rules for Series 18 were outlined, bringing back several restricted legendaries for one last hurrah. Hooray. I got to get back on and finish the rest of the DLC campaign because I need to see how it all ends. There's
yeah.
just too much other stuff to play and watch and all that stuff. So
I got lost. Which game were we talking about?
Scarlet and Violet.
Oh.
Yep.
And I think that we're all waiting for is the new game.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I'm saving that one for last.
yeah. I just don't remember what else was on the Pokemon Present.
They had some animation news. So a new series. And so Pokemon Concierge is returning for season 2 on Netflix, which is dropping September 4th. I never watched season 1, so I'm obviously it's not really something I'm in a hurry to watch, but it continues the story of Haru and introduces a new resort and on a snow-covered island, and then Pokemon Tales, the misadventures of Sirfetch'd and Pichu, a quirky motion animated series by Aardman Studios set for 2027. Looks to be a comedic, expressive project similar in tone to Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Looked rather interesting. They looked like they were like crafted out of felt.
Yeah. And I skipped through that. Because to me personally, I don't like that type of animation.
You're not a fan of stop motion?
No.
I gotcha. What was the programming block that they did a lot of that stuff? Adult Swim did a few bits and pieces of that type of stuff in the early days, which was is what it is.
That, and I think the only stop animation that I really liked was the Celebrity Deathmatch.
The what?
Celebrity Deathmatch
Oh yeah.
on MTV.
Claymation was
Yeah,
gotta
That
love
was a
that.
but that was it.
Great show.
Oh yeah.
I like that one. Robot Chicken. I like the Chun movie. And what was the famous one? Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a few.
Yeah, I mean, I know that it has a cult following. Never been into Nightmare Before Christmas, and don't get me wrong, it's a great movie. The plot, it's amazing. Just I was never into it. I'll watch it if Sarah and the girls are watching it, but
Yeah, fun fact. I thought that movie came in 2008 when we started at Disney. No.
no.
It's a very old movie. You didn't know that
Yeah.
either?
No, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I was like, I never heard of it until, I
Mm.
worked at Disney and whatnot. And then I saw the year. I knew about the year of that movie this year.
Fun fact, then it's a Tim Burton movie. That's not the fun fact. The fun fact is that was his baby. And Disney wanted him to make that. Disney wanted him to make that movie, but then Warner Brothers wanted him to make Batman. And he was in the middle of, he started doing the Nightmare Before Christmas, but then Warner Brothers said, if you don't make Batman Returns now, we're going to cut ties with you. So he had his team work on Nightmare Before Christmas, and he hired almost a brand new team to do Batman Return because he couldn't oversee both.
It's a lot.
He could see. Oh, I mean, he could oversee both, but he couldn't work on both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So Warner Brothers pulled a Disney
on Disney.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy because Disney is notorious for putting those golden handcuffs on you when they contract you for something. You ain't working for anybody else.
They learn the hard way. Maybe that's the origin story.
That was the beginning.
Probably catalyst that it's crazy. It's crazy.
But they made a lot of money with The Nightmare Before Christmas. So
it still does. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's a interview with him that he's like in the set of Batman Returns, and his like second in command in his production company, is at the set of Batman Returns talking to him about The Nightmare Before Christmas. And he's like, I had to like do both at the same time, and Batman, they had a bigger budget, so I had to be there.
I wonder how many directors have had to do that, where they have to work in two movies at the same time. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And for how famous
I'm-
those two are too.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I think that most huge directors, the ones that are like legend, probably had to do that.
Mhm.
And that's why they are who they are. So it's just, I can't imagine, because it's like being in a restaurant and having to work 2 different stations in 2 different states.
Yeah. No, I couldn't imagine splitting myself like that.
No. Like you're on the phone. Okay. You got to drop the pasta in the water as you're doing the exact same thing in 2 different, just crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what else? Let's move on from
Moving on from Tim Burton.
Yeah, other than, because we don't want to talk about the ZA game yet, unless that's the last thing.
Pokemon Unite celebrates its 4th anniversary.
And Latios and Latias are going to be...
Latias, they mentioned specifically, joins on August 8th. I think Latios might have already been a part of it, but...
Got it.
Let's see. There's a new battle mode, Electrode Volleyball.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's a new twist on Unite's gameplay, and then seasonal event passes, exclusive costumes, currency boosts, and that were announced throughout August. As just a basic, just kind of bullet points of what they did for that game.
Yeah. And which one is was it Champions that they, when you talked about the Mega Evolutions, or was it ZA that you're going to have to like fight Mega Evolution?
I did mention that with Pokemon Go, with Mega Evolutions coming back, and then
the cards are getting Mega Evolution.
Oh, the TCG is getting Mega Evolutions with the new expansion.
Got it. Because they talked about how there's a storyline where like these Pokemons are turned to Mega Evolutions on themselves and they can't control their power. Is that what you were talking about?
Well, since
what
you
wanted
got
to.
in, yeah.
Well, perfect. Because
perfect timing. Let's get in. Let's skip everything else and just go straight into this.
Yeah, let's do that.
The cards in the general chat on Discord. So if you want to see them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta move over to the.
No, you can move on. It's just if the people listening, watching, if they want to see us in the chat.
Oh yeah. No, we try to put a lot of this stuff in the into the general chat on our Discord. So if you want to see actually see some of the stuff that we're talking about, you can take a look. But I saw those on the video as well. New
Mega Lucario, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks sick.
Style is crazy.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
The Bulbasaur cards, like the whole set, is actually.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, those are pretty slick. Not bad.
And the health point on Mega Venusaur?
Yeah.
Almost 400 point.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. All right, moving on.
Yes. So
if you want to see those cards, just make sure you hit the link where? Down below?
Down in the description below. Click all the things. A little bit
to our Discord.
But, you know.
No, yeah, but that way they can see on Discord what we're talking about.
Absolutely. So yeah, Pokemon Legends ZA was the main event for this Pokemon Presents, with a brand new gameplay trailer and a confirmed release date of October 16th of this year. So they went back over it with it being set in a futuristic reimagining of Lumiose City, It dives deep into the conflict involving rogue mega evolutions, turning peaceful Pokemon into aggressive threats. A major highlight was the reveal of Mega Dragonite, which is a brand new mega evolution never before seen. Stopping there to talk about that, I'm not really sure what to think about the look of Mega Dragonite. I don't. If they had at least changed the color to look, because they put some kind of like a Dragonair type flare on him. The wings on the head were just like, no.
That's what threw me off. Like the sphere on his tail was kind of okay. That's cool. They went back to Dragonair, like you said. Which I think the design of the tail, I think that should, now looking at it, I'm like, maybe they should have kept that. But
true enough.
But the wings, on its head.
No, they should have kept the wings in the same place that Dragonite's always had them. If you want to change the style to make it look like Dragonair, fine, but just keep them in the place that makes sense, not on the top of his head. It just doesn't work.
I think Dragonite as a mega evolution, they should have made it more like sleek and more like refined as a mega evolution, than like look more menacing.
That too.
Because Dragonite is a very strong Pokemon, and Mega Evolution, it looks watered down.
It just looks like Dragonite with some extra crap head. Like, I don't really understand that. Like, that's one of the very few gripes I have with that is Mega Dragonite. Mega Tyranitar was actually looked kind of cool.
Going back to Dragonite, I feel like Dragonite, like the design was more, hey, you're 5-year-old. Can you draw Dragonite off your memory? And then that's what we're gonna use.
Yeah. But that's the thing though. Like your standard Dragonite was already just.
They just needed to make the regular wings bigger, not just add.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like you said, like make him a bit menacing. You know, I don't want to say make him look more like Charizard, but just make him look more akin to an actual dragon, and not a dragon had sex with Barney, and that's what popped out like 9 months later.
Rough thing. Like,
and then of course
like
the Mega
there was a lot of
Evolution
hatred in that relationship.
Yeah, and then the Mega Evolution takes it one step further and just puts floofy fucking things on his head, just like.
Yeah, and that's why I said that it should have been like maybe a little bit sleeker, like like to make it look more like a Japanese like dragon, like a Dragon Ball dragon, like that kind of. I don't know what to say.
I could see it. And I'm sure there are fans out there that will do their own interpretation of like a Mega Dragonite and things like that. So
yeah,
you know, I can't wait to see what. It's weird though, because like there are some things that fans come up with that are a lot better than what Game Freak has come up with for some of their games.
Listen, if you're watching this or you're listening to this, join our Discord, and if you are an artist and you love drawing, we would like to see what your version of Mega Evolution of Dragonite would be. Like, we would love to see that. Put it, like, draw it and put it on our Discord, and we're gonna pick the best one and we're gonna show. Because it's just and then we're gonna tag Nintendo and be like, this is what you should have done.
Yeah, right.
And if you can't draw, maybe do tell your favorite AI.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Oh man.
That's a great idea.
Yep. Yep. It sounds like we're gonna be doing that.
Oh, you guys doing it now?
Yep.
uh,
Let's see what ChatGPT comes up with.
Yeah, it might not let you because sometimes when you ask specific characters, it won't do it because of copyright.
Well, I was able to do I mean, we were able to do like fusions of Yamcha and Chaozu. I was able to do
Yeah,
like anime versions of Mario and Luigi and Dry Bones.
right.
So yeah, I mean, I get it. Sometimes I think it's actually done. It's just got to load this thing up. I want to see what it.
it was like to be a better version of the Mega Evolution for Dragonite.
I just added an image of a more menacing version of Mega Dragonite from Pokemon. Specifically, what I typed out. So we'll see what it. So we'll see.
I
what it
literally
spits out.
said, I typed, can you create me a picture of imagining Dragon for Pokemon with a Mega Evolution? That way it doesn't scout the internet, find what it looks like, and then gives me that.
It's gonna do it. It's gonna scout. It's gonna scrape the internet regardless.
Yeah,
That's
but that way, if
what
you
these
put
do.
imagining, let me see, image create ready. Is it ready? Oh man,
Mine's
Is it
almost
ready?
done. It's just taking a bit too. Okay. Okay.
This is what I got.
Put that on.
Send it on the Discord so I can
Yeah.
put it.
Throw those on. Yeah, throw those on the general chat for the Discord. This is one of those things, you guys, that you definitely want to be a part of our Discord for this, because it is what? A network error occurred. Go fuck yourself.
Mhm.
Mine, I used Meta AI.
Yeah.
Those
Word
look like
speaker.
dragon pretty much.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I just wanted
Those
to
look
see
pretty
what
good.
it came up with. It looks more like a Charizard than anything else.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why they won't do the larger wings, so it doesn't look like. This is what I'm talking about when
That's
I said
cool.
sleep.
That's cool. I like that.
Look at this.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one needs to be a little
Yeah.
bit fed.
I'm actually. You said
Before I
to
poop. After.
you want to. I know you said you should join the Discord to see these, but I'm going to put them up on our screen. Just people to see.
Oh, yeah.
Just do it!
Do it. Did you see that they put the Office on Disney Plus?
I saw that, but in the US or in the in another country because I did see that it was going to be another country.
Oh, I didn't see if it was in another country.
But it was weird because I was like that. The whole point of Peacock was that was their advertisement to bring people is like The Office. But I think it's that because when I was in Germany, I could watch The Office on Netflix.
Ah, that makes sense.
That right there, folks.
And even
They will look more
Even this
menacing
one.
in the other one.
Yeah, even this one, I would have. Where? Even this one, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one looks more menacing. If that's what we were looking for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because it still looks slimmed down from the previous one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The fat is more defined.
Yeah. Actually, I want to do something here. Stay with us, folks.
Mine looks nothing like Dragonite, but I'm gonna
Yeah, mine didn't look.
I'm gonna throw it up there anyway. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Goku and I had a baby.
Oh, gee.
Oh yeah. But yeah, no, to be honest, I like the look of the ones that yours created. I
Yeah.
mean, come on, just and for I mean, obviously for YouTube and Spotify users, they're gonna love this because they'll be able to see it. But if you guys those that are just listening on audio only, this is all the more reason to either get a better podcast software or app or join our Discord because then you see all of this stuff and more. So, what are you waiting for, man?
What are you waiting for?
All right.
All right, carry on with the conversation because I want to.
Yep. So you explore Lumio City during both day and night cycles with NPCs, quests, and the city layout changes based on time. Players will face off against Team MZ, a mysterious group seeking to manipulate the power of Mega Evolution. And the game is coming for both Nintendo Switch and 2. I guess the new Pokemon Professor is actually a character from one of the previous games. I forget
really?
what. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I forget what. She was a part of an enemy team. I forget which one it was, but I guess she turns over a new leaf and is now helping out the player.
That's good. Good.
Oh yeah. And then obviously like you're traversing the city and that as part of like a team, which is part of the story. NPCs obviously. I would hope that you'd be able to do that online with friends and what have you, but if not, that's cool. But to be honest, I'm still liking what I see. Mega Dragonite aside,
Yeah.
it's definitely one that I am going to pick up.
Aha.
So
There we go.
it wasn't as bad. Overall, it wasn't as bad. That's a new tattoo for Luis. A new back piece.
Yes. That's actually going to be on my Pokemon sleeve.
I thought you were gonna say the butt cheek.
Tail will disappear. Got it.
Yep.
Slowly moving. Look. Ah. Why does it
Who's
keep
that
moving?
Pokemon?
That's our new mascot, by the way.
Okay. Hey, you know what? That could work.
I actually like it. That
Mm.
should be. I'm gonna put that in our logo somewhere, because we have a new logo that we haven't used yet, with our little mascot in it. Oh, that one's nice.
I didn't make it.
Ooh.
Somebody made it. It's the signature is there, but I
Yeah,
thought
I
it
see
looked
that.
cool.
Okay.
Is it
Not bad.
a Mega Evolution?
Yeah, Mega Dragonite.
Yeah, that's nice. Now that is like if that design with the sphere on its tail
Mhm.
would have been crazy.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the only critique I could give is maybe the wings should be bigger,
Mm-hmm.
and then obviously, yeah, having the sphere on the tail would would actually make it in line with what Game Freak has done with theirs. But I mean, overall, it's pretty good.
And that one looks like literally like Dragonair just grew some legs and arms.
Well, that second one that you had
That's
Copilot
what I was going to
create
say.
looks same way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy shit, man.
How is this that ChatGPT is making it's making better design than these people at Pokemon?
Fans and AI are just. And what's funny is like, oh my god, fucking. So summarizing this whole Pokemon Presents, before I move on to this little bit here, is just mediocre.
Yeah.
Or as the kids say, it was
Mid. It's very mid.
Yeah.
And then you guys mentioned it should have been an email.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, this should have been an email for sure.
Yeah, I think we can move on, because like speaking of AI, the what was it, the Candy Crush developers, King, their level developers, they were told to create an AI that can that can make levels on the game, I guess, to make their jobs easier. They got it done, and they were all fired. Replaced.
That's
by
crazy.
Being replaced now by the very AI that they were tasked with creating.
That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Now that's a level of evil, right?
Yep. Activision Blizzard King is just people are just continually losing their jobs to AI. And it's just like, Why? Like, you're never. I mean, yeah, okay, AI can be, can learn and what have you, but honestly, man, there's no, as far as I'm concerned, there's no replacement for human creativity.
No.
It's just the thing is, though, Game Freak just needs to step their game up with their with some of their designs.
It's like now what are they going to do? Just have one person giving prompts to the AI?
I have
Pretty
no
much.
idea what their plan is as far as that. I don't really play Candy Crush, but it's so dumb.
Yeah. That's wow.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on from that.
Yeah.
We all agree that this was a little mediocre.
Yeah, I can say that.
Underwhelming for the most part.
Underwhelming. Yeah. Obviously we're looking forward to the new game. So that's exciting. I should finish not the first one. I should finish Scarlet. But I'm going to do that. You know what? I'm going to do that.
You heard it here first.
Take it to the bathroom. You'll finish the whole game.
It's a good idea. So moving on from this underwhelming sensation. So we're a couple days away from First Steps to come out.
Mm-hmm.
Since we haven't seen it yet, obviously, because it hasn't come out, let's speculation. What characters are you going to see? Although in the last trailer, did you guys see the last trailer, the final trailer for Fantastic Four?
Yes.
When Reed Richards is talking to the public and they're like, did you defeat him? He's like, no, he wanted something in return and the price was too large to pay. I mean, they asked him what it was. Did you see that one?
I don't think I did, but that's fine.
It's not a spoiler. It's literally in the trailer.
No, I know.
He literally says he asked for a child. He asked for the baby. And they said no. So it makes me wonder what's going to happen from here. Because obviously they said no.
Galactus is going to eat the world as he does.
Yeah. And what I heard is there's a lot of practical effects in this movie rather than compared to CGI. They've been using more practical effects than CGI. There's still CGI, obviously. The scenes where Galactus is going around the city, it's all practical effect. They built the city obviously very small and they had someone walk over him. So that's just an example of practical effect. I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure they didn't go to space and said, hey, we're going to film out here just to make it practical. I say that because I know there's someone out there that's going to be like, oh man, they went to space and they filmed out there.
Well, I mean, when you have directors like James Cameron, who actually goes to these areas to kind of get a feel for, the kind of movie that he's wanting to create, like taking a submarine to deep water just to kind of get an idea of what he wants to do with to get inspiration, I guess, for the second Avatar movie that came out last year.
I thought you were going to go with Titanic.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he visited the shipwreck.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, that's the thing. Like he wants to get as hands-on as he can for the projects that he's working on. So,
Right.
it makes sense.
Fun fact, did you know that they are actually reconsidering the fact that, in the movie, have you all seen Titanic movie? Even if it's once, you all remember the scene where the Titanic gets sinking and it splits. They're remembering that. They assume that because there's a lot of people that survived, and in their recounting of what they lived, that will say that they saw it split and then above water, and then it's the second part sank also after. But the distance between them, where they're at the bottom of the sea, it suggests that it actually split on the way down, as it was already submerged. So that's
seems rather plausible.
30 years later.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Because they said that because someone put it in perspective, they put it in a pool, and they split it. And then the way that the water sent one side, and then when it sent the other one down, it didn't. They landed way further apart than if they would have split together or sank together and then split closer to the bottom. That's it. I've learned a lot through my wife. She's any Titanic thing that is out, you'll watch it or read it. So I've learned a lot of that. It's very interesting.
Well, I mean, I suppose it makes sense, because if it splits as it's passing under the surface of the water, that piece that was up higher have met with more resistance once it started, sinking off, and then you have the other one which is going in that same direction, only it's, I guess, stern or whatever is facing less resistance because of the rear of the ship being as angled, so it can travel
It'll
in that
glide.
direction. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense. So.
Yeah.
There you go.
And talking about practical effects, he also built a pool that was very cold for that scene at the end where they were all in the water, and they all almost got hypothermia because of it. But moving on.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we were talking about practical effects in Fantastic Four, and Galactus walking around an actual cityscape that was built with probably cardboard or some really light plywood, almost like Power Rangers.
Yeah. The first thing I thought of when I heard that it was that scene was that. I'm like, oh man, we're gonna see a Megazord walking around and fighting Galactus and Godzilla.
Ooh, that'd be an interesting fight. Godzilla versus Galactus. Ooh.
And then Megazord in the middle. Just why not? And then throwing a Mega Dragonite in the mix. Why not? Still on the screen. And still on the screen. So that's okay. Moving on. Oh man.
So speculating. So you about speculating about what characters we could see in Fantastic Four first steps.
Yes. I right off rip, I think that we're going to see at the end, we're going to see Robert Downey Jr.
I mean, it makes sense because you're bringing him back as Dr. Doom, so. But since they're making this focus entirely on the coming of Galactus, it's probably not going to be until the end.
Right. It's going to be more of a cameo because the way for them to introduce Doctor Doom would make sense to be introduced in Fantastic Four. Even if it's just a small cameo at the end, him showing up, putting the mask on.
I mean, either that or the post-credit scene,
Right.
because it's how they do a lot of that as well. So,
yeah. And after we talk about this, I have a theory that is going around about Robert Downey Jr. and Doom. So I would like to talk about that real quick at the end. What other characters or actors do you think that we're going to see?
I wonder if they were to meet like the previous actors that played this same characters. I wonder if somehow because of course we see them at the end of what was the last movie? Thunderbolt. Right? Yeah. We see them. Wait.
We see the ship.
Yeah. So like I wanted them traveling in space and time. You know, if they're gonna see themselves in other multiverses and whatnot quickly, not something crazy, but maybe a bomb explode and create a freaking hole that they travel through.
Yeah.
There's also another theory of who was actually in that ship at the end of Thunderbolt. So the theory is that is the baby. Because of that trailer, people started speculating now. They're like, oh wait, if Galactus wanted the baby, the best way to do it is to send them off somewhere else. Or it's Doctor Doom
stowing away on the ship.
Yeah. Who else do you think? First of all, I am done with these bots sending messages.
What happened?
From Kick.
Oh, you just block them as you see them. Are they trying to get you to buy views and follows and stupid like that? That's pretty standard. You see that they tend to target newer channels. They do the same shit with Twitch all the time. I just block them as we go.
I did that. Who else?
No worries. I mean, it's tough to say because aside from like cameos from like previous people that have played characters in the Fantastic Four, kind of having like a walk-on role, I honestly can't really think of any other, at least not right offhand, other like superheroes that might make an appearance, like even for just a few seconds. Because I mean, I would rather them kind of focus most of, if not all of the story on the characters that, I mean, it's Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Right.
So it's like, and that's another like point of contention that I see like happening with a lot of superhero movies. Like recently, it's you have a movie that is titled for one superhero, and yet it's an ensemble cast of just like so many different like supporting characters, and there's like you can't make a good enough movie to have the title character stand on their own without an ensemble cast to help. Like they had the same complaint about the Superman movie having all these other heroes as a part of it as well. And it's just like, you could have made just as good a movie just focusing on Superman and Lex Luthor and, some of the characters in like his universe starting out.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything like offhand.
Yeah, I can't think of any other than the occasional, I don't know, Deadpool cameo.
Well, I mean, he's Marvel Jesus, so I mean,
Yeah,
he needs to be in everything.
right. He should be the new Stan Lee. And that's it. But if you don't have any thoughts of who do you think, just let me know and I'll just move on to the theory.
Yeah, to be honest, I think we can theories.
Yeah.
Okay. So the theory for Doctor Doom, and I think that we already maybe have covered this. I just had it. I've thought about it for a while, so I probably have said it before. But how Tony or Doctor Doom is not going to be a variant of Tony Stark, but the other way around. Tony was a variant of Doctor Doom. He was adopted by the Stark. Because if you remember in there's Endgame, when Tony meet his father, he's like, his father tells him that his wife is pregnant. He's like, wait a minute, the time doesn't add up, and I don't have sibling. At least in the end, because in the comic books he does, but he's like, I don't understand. That's weird, and then later on in that same scene, he actually, how far along is your wife? And because he's still thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
So the theory is that their kid passes or there's a miscarriage or something and they can't have any more kids. So they go on and adopt the kid and he turns into Tony Stark, but it's actually Victor Von Doom variant in the 616 universe. And that's how they're going around it. How to explain why he looks that way, like Tony Stark. And the other theory is that tied to that one is that the person that made all that happen was Kang. Because Victor Von Doom is the one that created, well, Reed Richards and Victor Von Doom together created the time traveling. And if Victor Von Doom were to be Tony Stark, he wouldn't be a threat as powerful as a threat to Kang, but he would still create the time traveling. Because he was still smart, but he doesn't have the technology and the power that Victor Von Doom would have. So there's that. Hopefully it's one of those. Hopefully it's one of those. And the reason that theory was brought up is because, first of all, Kang in the comic books is actually related to Reed Richards. He is a long great grandson of Reed Richards. And we can see that because in the movie where they introduce Kang, when they all start appearing, the teletransportation device that they use with that square and then they appear, it's the same one that Reed Richards used in Doctor Strange.
Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, when he appeared in the exact same device. So that's why they're talking about that too. There's a bunch of things that, if you think about the theory that I just told you about Tony Stark and how it ties into Endgame, it makes you wonder if the whole thing of him being Victor Von Doom was always that was always the plan.
It's tough to say, and especially with how far they're going to take it at this point, because word is they're going to be resetting the MCU after
Secret Wars.
after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So,
which is fine. If you're going to do a reboot, just do a full reboot. Just give me, let's forget about the phase 1 through 4. Let's forget about those. Already did those. Those were amazing. Whatever.
Mhm.
Let's now 5 and 6 finish that off, and then give us a full reboot and give us 10 more years of superhero movies. I don't care. Just try not to tie them in together.
This is
get better writers.
This is the TBA for them. They're gonna chop it all off. So that means the branches that Loki is holding are gonna break.
Well, I mean, he essentially controls the TVA.
Right.
He is
everything.
basically, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's basically the god of time or god of stories or however you want to do that from like at the end of Loki season 2. So he is essentially
Right.
all that. And so
he's the villain that's gonna break everything now and just.
Well, not necessarily a villain, because I mean that transition.
This is returned to heal in this multiverse madness.
And basically heal and then reset the entire multiverse and then set the MCU and then just start it over. And now you have even more properties that you can go with to hopefully do things right from day one. Like I said, get better.
They should. And they can pull something off like what they did with the DC animator movies after like the New 52 comic books, when they Flashpoint forward. It was a different storyline than what we normally got. And then the last one was Justice League War Apocalypse. And it ends with Flash, spoiler alert, it ends with Flash going back and restoring everything and erasing everything he did. So that's how I think that pretty much what they can do in the MCU, restore everything like nothing ever happened.
And Flash come in.
Yeah, Flash comes in. And then Flash and Superman and Thor have a race, and then they catch up to Silver Surfer.
Exactly.
And
they
Galactus walks
together.
Yeah, and then Galactus walks over some fake toys. And then Deadpool shows up, shoots everybody.
Summons the dragon, and summons the Dragon Zord.
Yeah, and then Goku shows up. And then Darth Vader is force choking everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then Padme's like, yeah, I like that. And then all of a sudden you see in the corner Ninja Turtles are eating pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And they were as a whole movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god,
Dang.
the ultimate crossover. What was that series? Superhero Bowl and Supervillain Bowl. Those videos were ridiculous.
Like long live prosper. Something like that.
Yeah. That's another franchise we haven't talked about much, really, is Star Trek. Yeah,
I don't know much about it. I've seen, I mean, I saw when they reboot the new movies, I saw the first 2. Is there 3, right?
There was. First 2 were decent. Third one was ass, but
yeah. But then Star Trek 2, like from the old ones, his name, it was Star Trek 2, and then it had a name to it.
Wrath of
Return
Khan.
of Spock.
Wrath of Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I went to and re-released it in theaters a couple years back. That was fun.
Oh yeah, that's still the better version of Khan. I mean,
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch did a really good job as his version of Khan, but
Khan the Conqueror.
I mean,
Full circle.
based on how his character is written, yeah. you could
Pretty much.
you could describe him as that. All
Pretty
right, well,
much.
we've come full circle, and we're already starting to. I mean, we basically
Got my tickets for Friday.
we basically we created a concept for like the ultimate crossover. So I think that's as good a point as any to call it good for the evening.
Yeah, and I think that Thanos would have had made it far enough if he would have snapped his fingers and half the population included the dog from what's his name? John Wick.
Oh geez.
Because Thanos would have been like, yeah. Oh, you messed up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. All right. Do you guys have anything else? Nice. Oh man, I'm tired.
Call it.
Yep. All right, guys. If you don't have anything else, I think that we have reached the end of the what?
Yep.
We have reached the end of the episode. I told you it was time. I don't know what else to say. So make sure that if you want to join all of our social media, Justin, what can they do?
All the things.
You heard it here. Make sure you click everything down below because that's where you can find us. Make sure you join our Discord and our Instagram, our TikTok, everything on there. Make sure you listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all the podcasts, everywhere. Just listen. Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.